Good afternoon. My name's Terry Hall. I'm assistant principal at Betsy Layne High School. And we kind of decided before we even got the grant that we needed to focus on literacy at Betsy Layne. And then when we got our test scores, it kind of confirmed it, that they do not read for enjoyment anymore. They just read what they have to. Most of the time they have games in their hand. So we got together and we went through the data and we decided, yes, that's what we need to do. And we applied for the grant and we got it. And this summer we sent a few teachers to the SREB conference, and they learned how to infuse more literature into the math curriculum through our math strategies classes. And we've just kind of run with it from there. I was going to introduce my team. I'm sorry. This is Patricia Hackworth, Brent Hamilton, Kelly Akers, Meredith Campbell, and Michelle Yancey.
So some of the activities that we're going to do, we did the SREB training in both math literacy and English literacy for the transitional classes, and we're going to take that curriculum and spread that out, some of the strategies in the other classes. We're doing a transcurricular literacy training for social studies, science, and English language arts. We're working on writing folders. Just because it's not a program review, you're still doing some writing, and you need to make sure that it's quality writing. We're working with community business partners to discuss real-world applications, like, having somebody come in and talk about a contract or, loan payments, and I don't know, the FAFSA, because a lot of people don't know how to fill out the FAFSA, and, just making sure that everything goes well for these kids. We're going to do some family literacy nights, like the Polar Express reading night, and we're going to piggyback off the Striving Readers grant. And so we're going to bring like the National Honor Society and the Beta Club in, and they're going to be reading to some of the younger kids in the community. And then we're going to give them some books, and we're going to, eat popcorn, drink hot chocolate. But the whole idea is letting these kids know that reading is a good thing. It's like, because we don't read as much anymore. And I don't know about your all's population, but our population sometimes is that kids don't have a lot of books in their home. I mean, we go in and we're on the computer, we're on the laptop, and I know Kindles are amazing, but we just don't read a lot for fun anymore. Like, adults don't do that a lot anymore. And so we just kind of want to have a community of readers, because the more you read, the better you get at it. We're going to do some free lending libraries. We always do a book swap at our high school. Every high school teacher is currently doing a word wall. We're doing a book club for both the students and the adults. We're going to start having signs outside of each of our classrooms saying, "What am I reading?" I've brought back the old Scholastic book orders, because they do that in grade school and they do that in middle school, and then we kind of lose it in high school. But there's a young adult magazine that you can get for high school kids, and my kids are just going nuts over it, and I do at least 2 orders a month. We're going to do a book of the month bulletin board in the library, and all of the English classes do a silent sustained reading once a week. So, I mean, it's a lot of little things, but it's just going to, like, literacy is going to just kind of become it at Betsy Layne, and we want the library to be the cool place to be. I mean, I always thought it was, but I became an English teacher, but we want other people to think it is too.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Brent Hamilton. I'm the Assessment and Accountability Coordinator on our ACT team. And as Ms. Hall said a little bit earlier, just looking at last year's ACT scores and this year's CERT scores, we really need to raise our reading scores among our kids. And I won't bore you with throwing a bunch of numbers at you, but the hope is that by improving our literacy, it's going to improve our scores across all of our subject areas. So hopefully some of these strategies, that Ms. Hackworth has talked about is going to help us do that.
Do you want to talk? Our community engagement coach, Meredith Campbell, she's going to tell you a few things that she's going to do.
I'm Meredith Campbell. I'm the director of the Youth Service Center at Betsy Layne High School. And some of the things that I want to do is bring community partners in, like Pat said, and have them read, like bring salespeople in and have them read sales contracts, teach our students how to do that. Loan officers, teach them how to apply for a loan, look at the loan application. Realtors, when you buy a house, the contract that you sign. for that, just different things like that. And we also discussed a book, our students writing a book. They would each submit one page. It would be a 400-page book, and, that's just something we think that they would take pride in doing. So